Judge Judy Shanglin has been solving and handling small claim cases that people all over the world can watch and enjoy from the comfort of their homes. Welcome to Tele Time. As the classic show, Judge Judy comes to its end, we are counting down some of the memorable and ridiculous cases that have aired on the show. Number 5. The 30-second case. The now viral and hilarious case sees the accused incriminating himself and making the case very easy for Judge Judy. In this now viral 26-second clip, in the year 2010, on one of the episodes, a man is brought in who is accused by the plaintiff of having stolen her wallet that held $50 along with some gift cards, an earpiece as well as a calculator. Seems like a simple case, and one wonders how it is going to unfold. But before anything can even be said or done, the accused himself chimes in to say that there was no earpiece, thus indicating that he knew what was there and what wasn't because he did in fact steal. The courtroom is stunned at the man's revelation as he just ousted himself. Judge Judy, in her signature witty and snappy style, called the defendants Dumb and Dumber, and the video is now infamously called by the same name. She then ruled in favor of the plaintiff, and she was given the amount of $500 to cover up her losses. Well, if that's not the easiest case in the world to solve, we don't know what is. Number 4. Man sues his ex-girlfriend. Breaking up is never a pretty ordeal, and in this case the man was not done with his ex-girlfriend. The man in question accused and sued his ex-girlfriend of breaking into his home and stealing money. He claimed that this caused him to lose all his wealth and go completely bankrupt. The defendant, of course, denied all these charges that were against her, just claiming that he was a hurt and jealous ex who couldn't let go of her and wanted to take her down. She even claimed that she had previously filed a restraining order against him. However, as the case began to unfold, things got more and more bizarre. As Judy began questioning the man, he was unable to give accurate answers. He started to become visibly irritated and extremely jumpy, which is classic liar behavior. You won't believe what happens in these next cases. Number 3. Jokes don't work in this court. In an outstanding episode, a Hispanic father of 10 had the nerve to bring up a joke and try to insult Judge Judy during his hearing. This, of course, did not sit well with her and made for a rather interesting episode. Some defendants are of the opinion that because the show is on air that they can get away with jokes and using the moment to shine, but this just did not work in his favor. In this case, the father of the 10 kids was being questioned by Judy as he was being sued for a woman's windows being shot out, and she believed him to be lying that he has 10 kids as he was just 21 years old. When questioned, he simply said he loved kids. He claimed that he had kids with about 4 women. When she questioned how he had kids from 4 different women, he tried to be smart about it and said, "Yes, even with your daughter," referring to the judge's own daughter. Needless to say, what this man thought was a smart joke became his undoing. As the episode unfolds, he continued to show disrespectful behavior and led to her famous outburst, "I'm speaking," that is now an immortalized moment from the show. Number 2. The horse case. This case saw Caroline Fawcett suing for an amount of $2,700 for the boarding and feeding of her horse, with Summer Ruger countering her for $1,900 for the return of the horse. As Judge Judy began to ask the questions, it became clear that the horse was sold for $1,500, with $100 payments for 15 months, out of which Caroline has paid only $100. Judge Judy, after a quick series of questions, granted the case in favor of the defendant, who was counter-suing for the remaining amount. The quick judgment was met by surprise on both ends, with Summer being relieved and Caroline showing a very over-dramatized reaction. She clutched her chest and pretended like she was having a stroke and couldn't breathe. Her smug demeanor left immediately when she realized she lost the case. Number 1. The Tupperware Case. How far would you go for your Tupperware? Well, this case will absolutely blow your mind. The case of Karina Roy and the Tupperware lady goes down in history as the most legendary case on Judge Judy and has been immortalized through several memes and GIFs throughout the years. The ridiculous cases of 2 women fighting over Tupperware. The plaintiff hilariously recounted the whole situation of the Tupperware incident, going to the defendant's room to ask for containers, and she dramatically described the whole exchange as if she was in a theater class. The people in the courtroom could barely contain their laughter over the entire ordeal and had to be quieted by the judge herself many times. The judge had kept asking the plaintiff to not scream and shout and dramatize her story, but she continued regardless. The judge was seemingly rolling her eyes and seemingly so done with the entire ordeal she passed in favor of the plaintiff $199.99 for her alleged assault over Tupperware. This infamous case will never be easily forgotten for years to come. Well, that's all for today. What was your favorite case? Leave us a comment below. Don't forget to like and share the video. Subscribe to the channel and do not forget to hit the notification bell so you do not miss another update.